All right, what is going on, folks? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC. And I am back here. It is now officially Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. So we have just two short days left to go in this month. And of course, in 2 days' time on Friday, it will be October 31st, Halloween. So I want to say happy early Halloween to those of you. Of course, I'll be making a video going into the weekend. I'm sure I will on that day. I do have to work that day, but I would, of course, be doing more content on the channel, of course. But in case I don't get the chance to do it, I want to say happy Halloween to those of you, for all of you out there. And I figure I'd go ahead with this video, just briefly talk about tonight's special edition of AEW Dynamite, baby, that I just got through watching about 50 minutes or so ago. So tonight's edition of Dynamite here on Wednesday, of course it's Wednesday, you know what that means, was their special Fright Night edition of Dynamite. Had several really good matches on the show. Started off with a solid tag match of Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin getting the victory over the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia. You had the rematch of Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly, which ended in a double countout, so they're kind of continuing that whole thing. And then shortly thereafter, we had the announcement of we're going to have yet another Blood and Guts match. This one being, of course, on the men's side, we're going to have the Death Riders versus, it looks like the conglomeration or some combination of the conglomeration, Darby Allin. I'm sure Roderick Strong's going to be in there. So yeah, Blood and Guts takes place in a few weeks on AEW. I forget the exact date, but it's sometime in mid-November. So a couple weeks away. We're a couple weeks away from that. And also we're going to have the first ever women's Blood Guts match as well. And speaking of the women, we also had the first round match in the women's tag title tournament, a tag team championship tournament, with the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue getting the win over Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata. Kind of a surprise, but then again, Tekla got involved, so no surprise there. So then we got Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford is apparently going to be out. So Megan Bayne is going to team up apparently with Marina Shafir of the Death Riders. So that'll be an interesting team. Anyway, also we had Chris Statlander and Mercedes Moné get into it. They had a fight, a scuffle, interrupted of course by Athena. Athena helped Mercedes Moné get one up on Chris Statlander, AEW Women's World Champion, my girl. Also, we had a four-way tag team match won by FTR, so they get a future title shot at the AEW tag team titles. And in the main event, we had a four-way match between Samoa Joe, Bobby Lashley, Hook, and Samoa Joe, Bobby Lashley, Hook, and Ricochet, won by Samoa Joe. So solid edition of Dynamite for this week, folks.